last time, the gamers were having a meal with the god, with the light god. After all the crazy stuff, including blowing up half the continent, changing into a new god, new race, and making a deal with the god with checkers? No, chest.
It's called checkers, but it's really chess.
Well, the god knew as chest. Couldn't fool him. We set off to Karn Village. Only took an hour. We looked over some books on how to make an NPC, finding out we need crystallized flowers about south of the Dwarven village. Upon arriving at Karn Village, we found out that they actually worked really hard and got their fence really well made. More goblins? Lot more goblins. And goblins we actually knew about. After the party kinda left Rozu alone to talk with the chieftain? Or assistant chief? We find out... go ahead.
You don't know. The goblins call her boss.
Yeah, boss. We find out that our NPC that we knew and loved from way back from the very beginning. Oh, I just had her name. Orika? No. Orca?
Aruka.
Aruka. I'm getting close to it. Aruka was unconscious in one of their cabins. That's where we left off, with no sight of the children.
As we bring back the story, let's start out with the people who abandoned the party first. What are you doing?
I'm gonna walk around town looking at the fences.
Looking at the fence?
Yeah.
Can I get an inspection check? Investigation.
And
really nice fence. You made it out of oak. Really nice. None of the oak trunks have rot on it. They used some really good quality wood.
nice fence. I'll just continue walking around, I guess, after.
You do find that there is a singular, like, as you're walking around, you do find, like, every so often there are dandelions growing out of where the fence was put up.
Can I ask how many?
Well, if you choose to gather them, or are you just leaving them be?
If there's enough, I'll make a flower crown.
Okay, there's about 25 of them. Take.
Yeah, I'll try to make a flower crown.
Give me a performance check.
20 artificial.
It's very well made, very intricately woven. Very, very nice. None of the flowers are like in of way. You don't know how you managed it, but for all the dandelions you picked, you managed to pick one singular tulip somehow. You don't know how it got into the crown, but it's there.
All right, I'm gonna equip that. Make sure the tulip's up front and have it slightly planted.
Oh, okay, right. You continue just walking around, minding their own business, and just exploring. You see a lot of goblins, like from the village you saved, are currently this particular village, and they look at you. They have to look at you for like 10 solid seconds. Squint their eyes, cock their head, and they all of a sudden, hey! And they wave hi to you. Like, it takes them a while to recognize you because you have changed.
Yeah. I make sure to wave back, and I continue basically.
Excuse me for a second. Someone decided to interrupt.
Oh no!
I want to get more crafty.
All right.
I just realized I've been mute.
Yeah, and
Oh no, have you been talking?
I only said one thing. It wasn't that much, so.
Oh.
I can't guess.
That-
Yeah.
By the way, did you see what I wrote in chat?
Yes, I mothered the chat and everything, and good thing we don't have chatters or I get onto you for looking at it.
I only went there just to be like, subscribe to Rio, and I exited. That's the only reason I went there.
Oh, yeah, apparently I only had like 80 subscribers a year ago.
Now she's at 200. Need to get her up there, guys.
We do.
I was
You deserve
do
it.
it.
You did good work. You deserve
We need to
more.
get 1,000
I didn't
this
do
month. Let's
nothing.
do it.
But I must say, the audio from here to before is so much better.
Hey, by the way, I figured out how to turn.
Sorry about that, you guys.
You're good.
Oh,
Hey.
good.
My aunt, and she's still recovering from the effects of COVID that left her like weeks and weeks ago. Like, she still feels weak after this.
Yep,
And she's
understand
having
that.
like medical
Oh.
stuff done to her lungs to double check what's going on. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. But I agreed tomorrow that I would be coming over around 3 to help with moving things, helping with housework. That way she doesn't have to spend too much energy.
Oh,
Oh,
good.
that's nice.
Yeah, well, I try to be. Folks, you guys, to you guys, I'm merciless. Anyway, where was I?
Let's see. Simp got a flower crown.
Oh yeah, with the daisy, and then I was going to switch up to dragon silence.
No.
What you doing, silence?
I'm probably also just like wandering around and stuff. I don't think I really have anything I need to be doing specifically.
Investigation. What you see?
Oh,
Do those-
23.
Wow, 23. Nice.
I see everything.
Not everything. You do, however, with your investigation, you notice that Karn Village is a lot different from when you left it last. Like, there's actually 3 new houses.
Ooh.
One is very large, what you assume to be the goblin's place to stay.
Mhm.
And 2 are like one looks to be a house meant for like it looks like a hunting lodge. Like
Ooh.
that's the design aesthetic. In one you see a fairly young, beautiful looking woman with long brown hair and freckles just outright covering almost her entire face and arms, just sitting. And this is going to be a classic like trope. She sets a pie out in her windowsill to let it cool.
Does it smell good?
It smells strongly of pork.
Oh, fun.
Oh yeah, it does smell quite delicious.
Yummy.
Fluffy, what are you doing?
Well, I was originally with Frogu. Yeah, it's Frogu. Yeah.
Yeah, Fogu.
He went to sleep, so I'm gonna go back to try and find Rozu's character. Rozu again, not character. Rozu.
Well, you do see Rozu enter into a house with a young lady with blonde hair.
I go investigate.
You come in the door and you hear. Well, before you come into the door, you hear. Okay, Rozu, when you see Oruka, how do you respond?
I will quickly say, how long has she been here? Where are her children?
You hear panic in her voice. That's what.
Everything okay in here? Like,
You do see Aruka on the bed.
I don't know Aruka.
Nope, he sure
You
doesn't.
see a strange Minotaur woman. Very tall, rock hard abs, strong.
Oh, that doesn't look good. I come in the room.
She
I
is
apologize
covered
for
in band-aids. Covered in bandages because those don't exist in this world. Well, she's been here about a week now. Not unconscious, mind you, but she's been here about a week. She's been unconscious for about 2 days. I only know that she said something about her children before she fell unconscious. That's all I know.
So you haven't seen 2 little ones around?
No, not at all.
Shoot. Fritz, find the others, tell them Oruka's here. Keep an eye out if they see Minotaur children around. They will know who they are.
On it. I go.
And I'm going to
I do
check
that
up on her, see what I can do.
Why do I want to imagine Fluffy as his slime form, just doing like that Monsters University like run where he's like swinging his arms really fast, but he's moving really slow, just slurping very slow. Like,
Yeah, that's when
Like,
I turn to
just-
human form and I actually run.
yeah, I know. I just want to imagine that because it would look super silly. I'm on it. I'll be there any moment. I'm getting out the door. What did you do, Rozu?
I want to find out what's wrong with her and what I can do to make her
Give me a
better.
medicine. Give me a
Alright.
medicine check.
Yes!
Okay, so she has a intense fever. You can feel it without putting your hand against her forehead. You can feel the heat radiating off her brow. You see that her eyes are sunken and a little blackness is underneath her eyelids. That her lips are very, very dry along with her nose. And typically in normal cows, this is a bad sign of intense poisoning.
Poison. Do I have?
Like whatever poisoned her, it was a very powerful toxin. It was very concentrated. You can feel by her pulse that her pulse is getting weaker and weaker every second you are there. She is dying right.
Okay, so she was conscious 2 days ago. So
Yes.
was she bitten? Was she stung? Did she eat bad food?
She attacked the ogres and the goblins that came here.
Oh, they have poison. Okay, alright. Let's see. Poison. First magic word.
I can hear the panic in your voice and it feels so real. Sorry.
I'm going through my normal things I have ready because I haven't slept. Does this get rid of it? No, that's just increased health.
Actually, truth be told, Rozu, you spent an hour and a half on the road. You had time for a short rest.
Yeah, but that doesn't do nothing about redoing spells.
I have lesser restoration prepared.
I don't
That's
know
You're
that.
you're currently out getting the others.
I know.
Well, she's looking through that. Fluffy, act this out. I want you to act this out. Go.
Jeez.
All right. So I run to whoever's the closest, and I just go, "Hey, Arika, I think is what her name is in the. She's a Minotaur lady. She said you know her. Go meet Rozu at the place." And then I run to the next person and I do the same thing.
Hey,
Are
Synth,
these
silence.
nuts?
How do you respond to this message?
What place?
I
Start
point
running.
at where you go.
What did you say?
Minotaur lady in building, bad condition.
What building?
Look for kids in that building.
Okay. I'm going to need an intelligence check from Silence and Synth to make sense of what the fuck he's trying to say.
Oh gosh.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Silence, you have no idea what he's trying to say, but you do know that Minotaur lady can only mean one thing. Synth, you know instantly what he's trying to say, and you instantly... What do you do when you instantly get the fact that Raka is alive and well, her kids are missing, and she's currently in critical condition inside one of the houses?
Well, I can't help with fixing, so I'm gonna go out and just look for the children.
Okay.
And then I
Silence,
run back to Rozu once I'm done telling everybody.
Yeah, Silence, you do see Synth realize what was going on, and he books it, looking furiously for something. You do know that Fluffy said something about Minotaur kids, so you assume Synth is looking for those. What do you do?
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna like take a second and just like stand there and try to like just like process what the fuck is going on.
Well,
Panic.
Fritz is in a hurry, is the thing. So that's why he's like.
Wait. Oh. That's. I don't know if that works.
Ask.
Holy Avenger.
Double check.
Because it says it grants immunity.
Let me double check my notes.
But I
Give me a
don't know
second.
if that's before or after.
Well, it would stop the progression of the poison, but what's in her is already there, so the damage is already done.
Okay, so to tell you this, it would not work on her at all
Yeah.
because she's already been poisoned.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of.
Because it grants immunity before it is introduced to bloodstream.
I have changed to a different race, so my ability to cure poison is gone.
Fritz, you run back in the door.
I'm back.
Shoot.
Hello, everybody.
Good. Do you,
Do you need help?
yes, do you have anything to do potions or a magic skill to cure poison?
Lesser restoration can do it.
You might have to do it at a higher level.
Oh, I don't have the greater version prepared today.
No,
just cast it at higher level.
wait.
What you're saying?
Yeah, casting it at a higher level.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Okay, I can do that.
I'm sorry,
since
I
I'm
just
not
don't have
sure
anything
what level is
prepared.
needed. My character's gonna cast Lesser Restoration at 7th level, my highest level spell slot.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, I'm waiting. My character's that nice. I'm willing to waste it.
So what happens is this Fritz doesn't know this woman, but you do see Fritz start casting a spell, and as the spell starts to pour on, it's like a golden light that hangs over Aruka, and it like is slowly showering like down on her. Starting to work. However, can I get Arcana check for one of you, please?
All right,
Only
I
one of
can.
you.
I can do it, unless you
Okay.
have a higher Arcana.
No, I do not have a high Arcana.
Okay, I do. No,
Oh, that's a natural 1.
no,
I gotta roll a 1d100.
no. Oh,
25. That's also. Let me go to my. See.
Uh-oh.
And turn to the page. Here we go. Okay, Rozu.
Yeah.
You don't realize this, but you don't realize this, but do see what's happening. The poison is being like pulled out of her sweat glands by small globules and just being amassed into a little ball. And you see it with your with the light being shine upon Uraka. This little orb of poison. It has eyes
Bubble.
that vanish.
And it's vanished?
No, the eyes in the bubble of the poison that is being like bigger and bigger vanished into the bubble itself. Like you see eyes for a split second.
Yeah,
And they're gone.
as soon as that thing's collected, I'm going to bubble it.
Okay, Fritz, you are concentrating on this. You're willing and able to sacrifice your highest level of healing in order to save this unknown person because of the panic that Rozu is exhibiting. And you also see, even though you're concentrating on the spell, you see the eyes as well. And as the last globule of poison dissipates into the orb, all of a sudden Rozu brings out her hands and just puts out an orb.
Oh gosh, what the heck?
Oh,
Oh,
Uh-oh.
he disappeared.
or join.
You killed Bloody.
I
Oh,
bubbled
no.
him. I bubbled
You
him.
bubbled Bloody.
Sorry. I accidentally unplugged my mic, so in order to make it work again, I have to leave the call and then plug it in back in.
Oh,
Anyway,
rip.
so as you do this, you hear Rozu and Fritz, lady, all hear this voice.
Let me go, you filthy humans.
Excuse me?
It
Filthy.
changes back into a slime, and I
parasites.
look at him.
Why are you working with them, brother? Why?
Oh, it's a slime.
We are supposed to
Figures.
consume, poison, and destroy.
Unlike you, I respect nature itself.
You're a disgrace. Disgust me.
Oh?
What, do you want to eat this thing?
Contemplating it. But I'm afraid it might
Won't be able to consume all of us.
Oh, there's more than one? She shakes the orb. Where's the others?
You hear several tiny voices inside the orb.
Huh.
You basically broke him apart, and all of his tiny little other little things like say simultaneous.
You will never find out.
And then he reforms.
Yeah, so you're just a bunch of weak slimes put together. Got it.
Let's see.
You are. How about a deal?
Hey, Rozu? Do
Yes?
you mind just putting him away forever?
You
or
mean like...
find something that would destroy him?
How about a deal?
I don't think banishment will work on it. Ooh, maybe if I do like higher tier banishment. Ooh, I haven't tried that. That'd be a lovely experiment.
Technically,
Fine.
how long does that bubble last? As I point to the bubble.
Oh, as long as I want.
Can you just put it in your inventory? Just leave them there.
Why would I want? No, because if I cast a bubble again, that bubble will plop, and I don't want them to touch my stuff.
Got it. So, do you want to put him over like a ledge and then just make the bubble go when he falls in?
No, because then they come right back.
I knew this was a bad idea. I
Yeah.
should have told them no.
Told who? She shakes the bubble.
Will you stop doing that?
Then answer
Chris
the
goes-
question.
Chris goes, hang on. I grab the bubble and I start shaking it repeatedly.
Ah,
There are so many like tiny slimes that it's.
Now reform and then tell me.
They basically told to do this. A person who threatened to kill me and my entire species.
was he bald?
No.
He had a knight helmet.
Oh.
Okay, nobody I have to worry about.
He wore these strange see-through objects on his face with some kind of metal attached to it. Black hair
Glasses.
and suit tie.
Oh, no. What? Wait, what? No. Wait, no, no,
He
no.
was very pale.
I hate this. Oh, Joy, I'm
He
not Joy.
looked human.
He's not human. He's a fiend.
No, fiends have pointed ears. This guy just
He
he
can...
had.
I think you're confusing elves.
No, I'm not.
I saw his eyes. They were black.
Oh, black? Not diamonds.
Yes, they were black eyes.
Okay, not the same guy. In a suit.
Yes, it had another person taking orders from this individual. That's the true person I was terrified of.
Which was...
Old man,
Ah!
glowing eyes. I was told to infect this woman to make her friends suffer
How long ago?
2 days ago.
When you got this order?
Yes,
So about time that he left
I
our
was-
keep.
I was told to basically infect the woman as soon as she would take on the ogres. And the ogres,
So
as
the
soon
ogre...
as she fell unconscious with
Oh.
my poison, they took her family, the 2 smaller ones.
I have a question. The blonde lady here, she's like, fuck.
And as he sees this, you just see a giant hand just grab the orb. And you just see a very conscious and very not pleased Minotaur lady.
Hello, Ulrika.
Hello, I'm new.
She does not even register that you're there.
Yeah.
Where are my babies? Lady, I just infected you. You can scare me if you want.
She's starting to crush it.
Wait, how?
One hand.
How? That bubble's pretty darn strong. Not-
You do see that on her arms are 2 gauntlets that seem to be planted.
Are those god tier gauntlets? What the heck?
Now she's not making it crack or bend. She's just you just hear which is coming from the gauntlets, but the slime doesn't seem to register.
Oh, he's getting scared. Okay.
You see that the gauntlets are emitting a sort of crackling energy.
I repeat the question. Where are my babies?
I recommend you tell her if you know anything.
I think we already know that question. I'm just saying.
They're with the spellcaster who's ordering the orcs around.
Spellcast.
Fun.
Yes, some person looted the dungeon where I came from. Got an artifact from there, and now he trolls the lesser-minded.
Okay.
Once she finds this, you see Oruka register the fact that you are standing there now. Wait. Is that-
Yes, it's me. I look different. I know it. And it's just soap and water.
She grabs onto your shirt, and you just see tears streaming down her face.
Yes.
They took my baby.
Yes, I know. Yes. Oh, yes. You need to rest. You was hurt.
They took my baby.
Yeah. Oh.
She lets you
that's
go,
true.
and she's just crying her eyes out.
Yeah. Fritz tells the others they should be looking for her right now. I mean them. Ow. You're still strong even
Speaking of
when
which-
you're weak.
Well, thanks to these gauntlets. I actually sold some things in order to get these gauntlets. They improve my strength just a little bit, but
A little.
also help me intimidate.
A little.
It's a harmless thing.
Uh-huh.
It's a secondary effect. Basically, it makes a sound that the thing I'm trying to intimidate is terrified of.
I kind of figure of that. Oh, Fritz, you sure you don't want to eat this thing?
I'm afraid it might like come into my consciousness or something, so I don't really want to eat it.
Rude. I guess I'll try to banish them later. Let's see, it's called. I'm trying to
Wait.
remember the tiers.
May I make a suggestion for that thing that infected me?
Yes.
There is a fish eats slimes.
Oh yeah, there is.
There is?
Yes, I saw one eat one of my other brethren a while back.
Okay, you know where it's at?
Yeah, in her lake.
Okay, I guess. She looks at the ball. You're going to be fish food.
What? No! Don't you
And she
dare!
puts her in the
You'll
zone.
regret it!
All you hear is, you will regret, and then silence.
Okay. You
Speaking
need
of
to
silence
rest.
and synth, speaking of silence and synth, I need you guys to reroll investigation checks. See what you can find.
Better than last time, I think. Yeah.
Alright.
Nice, very nice. So synth and silence, you are both working together to try to find Uruka's children. You don't find any like tracks or anything that would indicate like a Minotaur child's like clothed print. But you do, however, see a very familiar sight of what looks to be a roughly sewn doll of Arborus on the ground next to footprints that look to be running away from the village. Very large footprint.
Mm.
That's cryptic.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Barabbas. Sorry, I gave him the. I keep on mispronouncing the game.
Alright, I'll pick up Barbarous doll.
It looks like you in before you even get like your hand on it, you can instantly smell insult to injury. Apparently, a goblin took a piss on.
Ooh.
I do not touch the doll.
Too late.
Well, I will say this: he does smell it before he does grab it. So fair enough
Yes.
that he would not want to touch something like that.
Damn, if only Fritz was still a washing machine.
Too bad.
We go and tell the other silence? Do you think we should?
Oh, by the way, with your particular investigation, you see something in the distance, like the footprints leading away. Do see something face down on the ground. Looks to be a body.
I'll sneak closer. I'll try to signal to silence.
Give me a
be
stealth
quiet.
check.
Trying to signal for what? Sorry, you've been cutting out a bit.
Oof.
Be quiet. That's it.
Let me roll thing. Okay, got it. So you are able to sneak up to like circle around like the tree line as you see that the feet are in fact like facing away from the wall instead of towards the wall, as if it was like running away. You just sneak up behind and you just see a singular goblin with bow and arrow just in the grass, just with what you see is a little see-through glass just looking up at the walls for any point. Looks to be a scout.
Silence come with? Or
No,
did you
Silence
stay
gonna
behind?
stay outside. Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, I'll just knock him out. I'll try to knock him out.
Okay, so his perception of you. Okay, so to tell you really quickly, one little thing. Like while I pull up their stats, so you can get okay. So okay, you know how you know what perception is based off of, right?
Yes.
Okay, for everyone out there who was not so familiar with D&D, what is perception based off of?
Wisdom.
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 Wisdom. That is correct. Now, for those people out there, goblins naturally have a wisdom of 8, which is a -1. He rolled a natural 1, which makes that a 0.
He's sleeping?
He doesn't see you for shit. You just hear him just rumbling something in Goblin. You're able to coup de grace this one too. Like you're able to put him right to sleep without effort.
I don't want to kill him. I want to question him later, but yeah, I just.
Oh, I know, but if you want to do a non-lethal blow, that is up to you. Where you?
Yeah, basically just trying to knock him out.
Okay, so you do like the karate chop right to the neck, and then you just see him drop the binocular and go limp. See, he's still breathing, but he is very unconscious.
I will steal his binoculars as a trophy, and I shall grab him and take him back to the tribe.
Nice.
You are holding this guy up like this tiny goblin up by the scruff of his outfit and just holding by the leather of his armor, and you parade him through the village. There we go. Wow, what is wrong with my brain tonight? Jesus. And where do you bring?
I walk to the front gate and try to find somebody who can deal with this. I don't know if they have a place to hold.
Actually, you do see an older gentleman with a beard and a simple hat, farmer's clothes. He's like, "Excuse me, no synth.
Yeah.
My house is a perfect place. You can hold him in here."
Perfect. I'll
He's
go to his
saying
house.
his house is a jail.
He walks into his house, and you realize that his windows are currently closed and shuttered. And you do see that his wife is currently preparing a meal, and you do see a door the side that he opens, and it's windowless, and it's the latrine.
Oh, perfect. Toss him right in.
And then you toss him. He lands directly onto the pot, but he's unconscious, so his hand goes into the nasty water. And then the older gentleman closes the door. You see him pull a latch closed on the outside, and he wraps a rope around it like a very rudimentary lock, and he proceeds to put it underneath what looks to be a sack, what looks to be a book, like he puts it under the leg of a chair that has a sack of what looks to be buds on it.
Potatoes.
This is oddly secure for a latrine.
Well, my wife once told me that whenever I eat onions, I tend to be rancid, so she prefers it when have it locked whenever I'm in there. That way she can just, slide the lavender underneath.
Why?
What an interesting choice.
You did
Oh
see
my
when you
gosh.
tossed it. You did see when he tossed them in that there was like a little lighting mechanism to light the lavender way
Oh,
to
I
where
thought you was
the
gonna last the
fragrance would be released.
Gassy gas. Oh gosh.
Oh no, heavens no.
Thank you for letting me use your house.
Oh no worries. I do ask as soon as you can get out of here. That would be.
Well then, any idea where the chief is, the leader who could
I
interrogate
am
this?
the chief.
Oh well, I want to interrogate him. Obvious reason.
Would you know anyone who'd be willing? Not much of an interrogator. I'm just a farmer.
Oh, okay. Then I'll just I'll come back eventually, very soon, and I'll help you deal with this. Just let me go talk to the squad.
I greatly appreciate it.
Yeah. I quickly go back to cell.
And before you go, my wife is cooking a very wonderful meal. For your protection, I'm going to offer you and your group a personal meal cooked by me, my wife. If you would like to come back later.
Sure, I'll be back.
I hope you have a pleasant day, Sir Synth, as he gently closes the door behind you.
Okay, now we're silent.
That's a good question. Where are you?
Once again, she's just standing there really confused as you just pull this body of this goblin and just leave for a bit. I don't know what's happening today. What?
Huge silence noises.
Huge silence noises. I don't know what's happening anymore.
Goblins are walking behind her like, what's with her?
That's when one of the kids grabs her tail.
No. You do hear one of the goblins be like, "I didn't know cats had horns. That's not a cat. That's a tabaxi, you moron."
She just stand there. How long does it take Synth to go talk and?
About 10 minutes. That's it.
Very long
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if she just stood there the entire time. She's so confused.
Oh.
Pondering her life. What's going on here?
Why am I? What's wrong with these people?
Why does this happen to me?
What am I doing with my life? Maybe I should I don't know.
One of the kids comes up and grabs your tail.
I don't know if I'd do anything.
Okay. Back in the hut with Ruka, he has done crying, and she's gathered her wits and is back resting. She's not asleep, but she is in bed, and she gently just like you see her kind of reach for your hand, Rozu.
Yep.
And you feel her gently like grab your hand a little bit, like it's gentle, soft, and she was like, "You."
This slime, nice slime,
Hello.
did it for me this time. This might be hard, but would you mind telling me what has happened since we left you?
Well, since Barabbas went missing, I had to take a second job. I've been trying to run his business as best as I can. On the side, I was also a part-time adventurer just to put food on the table. And, well, I recently found out, I'm not sure what my condition is now, but, before the slime infected me, I recently, started eating some wheatgrass, which can only mean one thing. I'm with child.
Oh,
Oh shit.
And I want Barabbas Stack to be here before our child is born.
Yeah, The back of her head, she wants to yell and scream at what the events happened before.
So, currently are in Karn Village. You just find out that Aruka is backed with child. As far as you know, she doesn't know the current condition of the unborn child because she was heavily poisoned. So, I was a little bit worried about that, but she is resting. Synth and Silence, you are once together again after imprisoning and capturing a goblin who was scouting out the village. What are you two doing?
Hey, Silence. First off, what are you doing here?
What did you just do?
Oh, well, I found a goblin that was looking out the walls. So I thought I'd capture him so we can question him later.
You just grabbed him. You just ran and you just left me here.
I assumed that you would just, follow. Saw me walking away with a goblin in hand.
That's true, but I also did see you walking away with a goblin in hand, and I was a bit confused.
Yeah, that seems rude, man. Why would you leave a young lady behind like that?
That's not the issue here. I'm just...
Who the fuck?
There was just a random villager who passed by and said that.
I don't even like look over. Like I just got like my head's in my hands. I'm just like staring.
Okay, well, that's fair enough. I should have communicated more. Here, as a token of my apology, you can have my awesome crown of flower nonsense. I put the flower in her hands. Okay,
Wow.
And also, do you by chance have anything that could force somebody to tell the truth?
I don't think so. Have you tried torture yet?
Sadly, Rozu gets pissy when I do things my way, so I try to
Does
do
she
it her way
have to
first.
know? Do you have to tell her this?
I might accidentally end up killing it with my hands.
Oh my
There's
god.
other ways to torture something besides just with your hands.
This would be a first time for me on this. Not sure if I'm ready to pop that kind of cherry yet. So
Oh my.
Well, how about you use water then?
Exactly, random citizen.
Random citizen, thank you very much for the cruel and awful torture. I'm amazed nobody's remembering Rozu has technically tortured people before.
Horse goblin ate water. That's what I heard.
Perfect.
Oh, gosh,
Dunk
a
the goblin
hillbilly.
in water until they start telling you things.
Man, thanks, random
That's what the
citizen.
words
You
are
really
like.
do come in clutch.
No problem. Just call on old Bob if you ever need anything else. I'm the
Thank you,
town
Bob.
builder.
Damn, Bob, man, such a reliable guy. All right,
Bob
let's
a
try
builder.
this.
Town butcher.
Oh, it's a butcher. Dang it, I thought he was a builder.
No, he's both the butcher and the builder.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Why is that an oh
Arby's name is
no?
Arby's. He has the
My
meats.
my motto is can I fix it? Yes, I can.
Oh my
God
God.
damn it! I'm just realizing what he is. All right.
Question: is this when we realize that his life companion is Arby?
Oh no!
No. Basically, I'm just playing. His motto is not "Can we fix it?" Yes, we can. He was like, "Is it broken? I can fix it.
Not that it
Alright.
mattered in this world.
Is it meat? I can also fix that for you."
Jesus.
Good to
Jesus.
know.
All right, Rio, Silence. Do you want to come with and help me out getting some info from this goblin?
Sure.
Also, do you by chance are able to understand goblin if they can't speak common?
No, but I can get into its brain.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll work anyway.
He's going to commit a lobotomy to this goblin.
Oh no!
The silence things.
Just silence.
She's definitely going to silence it.
You
Right.
know what? Go ahead, act this out.
Okay. Once we get, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm gonna use awakened mind on the goblin, so I can be in its brain. I can talk to it telepathically now.
Goblin is asleep and
Ah.
inside of a house.
Okay, I thought we were already over there. Okay.
You're currently standing outside of the house.
Okay,
We're claiming
sorry.
to go back in.
Okay, then we now go ahead and knock on the door. I'll go ahead and knock on the door.
Yes.
Yay,
Oh,
politeness.
you're back already.
Yeah.
already.
Yeah, we come back to go ahead and start interrogating the goblin.
Oh, please go right ahead.
Go ahead and walk in. Go to the oddly secure lavatory.
He releases the little restraints, and as you open up the door, you just see it is still very unconscious.
I turn back.
Float to the side.
I'll turn back to the chief. I'll give him. You said there was a bucket in there, right?
Oh, we don't have a bucket in there, but he grabs a bucket at the side of a very large basin, and he was like, "We have collected rainwater for emergencies."
Oh, thanks. This is oddly perfect. I'll take the water filled
Does this count as an emergency?
Well, it certainly is going to help the village.
That's true.
Oh, don't worry. Oh, don't worry, miss. We have a second barrel outside that's already over half full.
Okay, wonderful. It's not wasting. We are using it well.
I think we have a well, so you're good.
So what do you do?
All right, I'll pick up the goblin by its feet. I'll hang it upside down.
No! You're going to waterboard this thing?
I'm amazed she didn't know this.
Oh my god! You're. Where's the money, Lebowski? Where's the money, shithead? Oh, let me get back in. I'll tell you where I think I saw it.
That's exactly what I was planning.
Oh no!
Okay.
I'm so glad I
Do
didn't
what
let
you're
you do
about
that
to
to the
do.
humans. Oh,
Grab it by the ankle, and then you proceed to dunk it into the barrel of water. You just see bubbles just rapidly start, and you just see it start struggling.
I'll go ahead and pull it out once I see it starts reacting.
Freaking out.
Hey, you understand me? Can you understand me, please?
See him. You just see the creature abruptly just like swing up with surprising dexterity and bite off a good chunk of your arm, chew it, and swallow it.
What the fuck?
he has rabies.
Oh no.
Oh god, I'm gonna have to see Reese. Yeah, can I non-lethal punch?
Sure. As long as you tell me it's non-lethal, you can punch them all you want.
Oh, okay.
Good point. All of a sudden, you're like, motherfucker! Punch him directly square in the throat area, and you just hear chokes a little. You just see it like calm down a little as it realizes what position it is in because it's currently upside down.
Silence, can you go ahead and do your thing?
Yep, and I will use awakened mind on it, so now I'm in its brain and we can communicate telepathically with each other.
Okay, so since you're in its brain,
I'm
Oh,
in its
no.
brain.
you are currently seeing.
I'm not actually in its brain. I just can talk to it.
Yeah,
I'm just saying that because it's funny.
or you can
Okay.
talk to it.
What do you say?
Calm the fuck down, or there will be consequences greater than you could imagine.
Okay, with this awakened mind, can you speak in any language?
Yep. It can understand what I'm saying. It just needs to be able to speak a language, and I'm assuming it's speaking Goblin.
Speaks a very, very thorough Goblin. You don't think it can in common at all.
Ugh, strange force in the head.
Since you are hearing this goblin speak out loud in a language you understand.
I look to silent.
I didn't understand that. Was I supposed to?
No, he's saying this in his mind as well as out loud.
Mm-hmm.
You are getting the fact that this thing is a simpleton.
Strange force, what do you want?
I want you to give me and Cynthia some information.
If smoke could pour out of its ears, it would. Word information.
Yeah. I'm not there to give tips.
What is it saying?
Nothing really yet, besides just asking who I was or what I wanted, which I just asked for some information. What question should I be asking it specifically?
I don't know. Like, where is its home? Where most of its race hanging out at, I guess.
Okay, and I'll get back into the mind, I guess. Where do you come from?
Mother!
Is it dunking in the water?
Okay, dunking it.
Oh
Right.
my gosh.
Milk him for like I'll give him 3 seconds, and I'll pull him back.
It's it directly on your clothes.
God, this must be. Ask him again.
Where do you come from?
Sylvan forest.
What?
And
Sorry.
he's speaking a cave in forest. He's speaking all this in Goblin.
A cave in the forest.
Cave forest. Where the great one is the terrifying king of our true king. Tobe.
You're cutting out a lot. I don't know if it's just
No,
Okay.
voice or
it's
whatever.
just really goblin talk, so it's really hard to
Okay.
understand.
Okay, so I'm going to say this in a normal voice because
Thank you.
apparently my mic doesn't like having nice things, so it doesn't like
No,
certain
no,
voices.
your goblin's
Bastard.
coming out fine. She's just not understanding real goblin talk.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
sorry, it's too goblin-y.
Yeah, okay. So basically, what he's saying is that he comes from the forest in a cave. The great king of forest to sleep there. Now there are 2 kings.
Okay. I will relay this information to Synth.
The great king left.
Oh.
Now there are 2 kings in its stead. But he just says 2 kings dead.
Okay.
Bad Fluffy.
Interesting.
In which direction does its I don't know. In which direction does its current quote unquote base lie? Anyway.
He answers the answer with just, and then he lets out his left arm hanging from the side, pointing. Let me roll for him quickly for an intelligence.
There's no windows.
Yeah.
Wait, he actually switches his left arm to his right side and points that way. It's like, that's right. He points that way, off by the site of ruination.
Okay. What was that last part? My mom was calling me.
Okay, on the map, where the scary tree's at.
Yes, he said, basically, he doesn't know directions well, but he does know it's the right. Well, he does know that it's to the left of the site of ruination. Since he's upside down, he had to do the math in his head in order to figure out, oh wait, to the right because he's upside down.
Ah.
So it's to the left of the site of ruination.
Okay. Last question, and it's probably the most obvious one. What is he doing here?
He simply says, "Village will be ours. We'll consume all, and then we will base it here. We will
Consume-
kill
consume.
all,
Hmm.
including savage owl lady,
Owl lady?
owl lady, cow,
Ah,
COW, cow,
Okay.
owl lady."
Okay.
And he also says the giant will make a meal out of the smaller cow people.
Where are the smaller cow people?
When you relay this question, son, he seems vastly confused by the question itself.
Mhm.
And he seems really confused, and he just points at the door.
Outside?
And he simply says, "With brothers."
Well then, you got any question you want to ask him, Silence?
I don't think so.
Really quickly, before you do anything, both temperature.
Sure.
Yes.
I
Oof.
think my Wi-Fi might just be a problem tonight.
Silence, you managed to pull through this time above synth.
Wow,
Aha.
Synth. I've never seen you roll so low.
Silence, you understand the creature a little bit well as you see it talking. You see its teeth. You see the way they are formed. You see its eyes are completely yellow with no pupils. There's not even a white part of his eyes. And he has like extremely pointed and pointed ears with really green skin. You understand what type of goblin he is, and you understand how dangerous they can be.
Uh-oh.
Because this is a type of goblin that is only seen deep underground, usually known as cannibal goblins.
Uh-oh.
That means
They
they
will
eat
basically they have this you know that their nature these creatures also had an ability universal known as cannibalize, which gave them the ability to eat part of a fallen ally or an enemy and gain temporary improved stats or abilities. So they are incredibly dangerous creatures to have just corpses of them lying around while they're still alive.
Incredibly blind during the day.
Ooh. And I know that it's kind of unmoral, but I do think we should just kill this thing and dispose of the body.
Mind if I XY?
Okay, this is
Is it dangerous?
it is dangerous, and just having it around, I feel like could be dangerous because it's a cannibal goblin, and they eat other goblins or just creatures, and then they just get worse. And this guy looks a little weak.
Say less. I'm gonna go ahead and start bidding it in.
Oh gosh.
You start what?
I'm gonna go ahead and put it out. I'm killing it.
Oh, okay.
3 ways to kill it.
How do you kill it?
Well, might as well go with the tried and true. I'm gonna put its head in the water and I'm not pulling it back out.
Ooh.
It fights you. It claws again. Like you take like 3 points of like slashing damage as it's clawing against you, trying to escape. Can I get a strength check against its dexterity, please?
Okay.
Can I like assist since I'm there?
Sure. So
Okay.
synth give advantage.
Ooh, you
Okay.
definitely needed that.
An 18. Just to make this interesting, I'm going to make the dexterity check public.
Woohoo.
That's
Oh.
a 21. As you are both trying to do this, all of a sudden it just like somehow maneuvers around and starts crawling up your like arm. And as it like reaches for your neck, synth, all of a sudden you just see an arrow appear right between its eyes.
Who killed the
Once
DM?
again.
That was just.
Oh.
The arrow killed the DM. Oh no!
No, it killed my microphone. It unplugged at the perfect time, let me tell you.
Oh no.
Thank you. Whoever shot the arrow.
You see a woman standing in the door. This woman is very young. A very, very frizzy, reddish hair, darker skin, freckles on her face, emerald green eyes. She's wearing leather armor, so she looks like an adventurer. And you just see a look of disdain on her face, like, I hate goblins.
You try to take them out humanely, and they just backfired on it. Anyway, thank you for that last second clutch. It was really helpful.
You
Name's,
made.
Yeah, I
name's
wouldn't say
Britta.
humane.
Name's Britta.
Bretta?
Yeah, Britta. Brita. Britta.
Well, since you saved me, let me at least do you a favor.
How about you do me a favor and burn a body?
That's the plan.
No,
Burning the-
well, we need to burn the body before the other goblins get the smell of blood on them. Otherwise, they
Oh.
become much more of a problem later on.
Rinzy.
Oh, it wouldn't be fair to do it instead of this man's house. I don't think he wants the smell of burning goblin. Can we at least do it outside?
Oh, don't do it in the village. I got the perfect place for it. Follow me.
I mean, you do have a slime. Oh.
You want to eat this thing?
Not really.
Yeah. we're doing you a favor here.
You ate dirt off the floor and you won't eat a goblin?
This is a gross little goblin.
Yeah. I completely understand if Fritz doesn't want to eat this motherfucker.
Be nice to him.
Hey, I'm not there to criticize him not eating it.
Yeah, Fritz isn't either.
Alright, I'll drag the corpse and follow the random person.
She leads you through the city, the village, and just leads you out the front gates. And she leads you to what looks to be a pile of bones about 300 feet away from the village. They are all very small bones, and they look to have goblin teeth on the skulls. These are goblin bones.
I'll throw him into the stack.
She quickly gathers some wood, and then you see her get 2 stones and just spark it. Starts burning. All right, let's get back into the village before those buggers smell the meat.
Yeah.
Now tell me something as you guys are walking back. Where'd you find it?
I was hanging out outside, around the edge of the forest section around the camp. It looked like a scout. I even got binoculars out of it.
You hear her sigh heavily, and she's like, well, that's a problem. Only do they have ogres and regular goblins? No, they have cannibal goblins. And now on top of that, we have the problem of the spellcaster, and they're going to be a pain.
Yep, got our hands full. Again, thank you for saving my life.
Oh, no worries. By the way, you might want to get that healed, by the way. She points to the bite mark on your arm.
Sorry, I have a personal cleric.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, if you don't heal it soon, the infection will spread.
Yeah,
slowly turn into one of those.
What?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go see Rozu once I get back into the village first.
Technically, Centenary turned into one of those, technically.
Well, yeah, but that would be by choice.
If I may ask, Miss Silence, was it?
Yep.
If I may ask, how did you come to have fey blood?
You may not ask.
Well, I just thought I'd question it because I've seen Tabaxi like you before with horns. I just thought I'd question where you got it.
Yeah, I'm just built a little different. I don't know what's up with the other one that you've seen, but
Yeah, she certainly was different. Hers were more like bull horns than yours.
Interesting.
Well, regardless, if we manage to survive this whole ordeal with these, might just see something unusual. After all, there is a legend of the great forest of Tobe.
Oh.
Yeah, it is said that once all the great vanish, something special happens. Not threatening or dangerous, special.
That is interesting.
Yeah, it is said that apparently, the one who left the forest behind will come back. Apparently, this person was the absolute protector before the great Tobe.
Interesting.
Yeah, it is going to be very interesting if it does happen. But this
You never
story is
know.
over 3,000 years old. I doubt it's still alive.
Some things get really old before they die. This beast
Yeah.
might be one of them.
All I know is that I prefer doing my hunting, helping this village out as much as I can. My days of adventure are done. You know, my last job, 2 of my last jobs after this nearly got me killed. I was hired to do a job, but then we found a true vampire, and she nearly killed us all.
Ooh.
And before
Wow.
that, I had to serve this really fat, really annoying noble. You know how many times he tried to flirt with me? Into that, thank you.
I'm so sorry. That's disgusting. I think he's been taken care of, I think, if I'm thinking of the right noble. Maybe.
Look, all I'm saying is Lord Wolford deserves whatever he fucking gets.
Oh, he got a lot. Yeah.
Look, all I'm saying is that as soon as this vampire thing is done, I'm going into that great forest Tobe, and then I'm going to nail me a buck. I'm going to hang its head above my fire.
Oh,
For you.
I gotta stop hanging around Fritz.
Oh my god, you just thought she was going to have sex with a buck.
I thought she was going to go out in the
You
forest and
pervert.
find her a guy.
No! Bad, bad.
That's why I said I gotta stop hanging around Fritz.
Rozu.
I'm going to get out the spray bottle.
Oh.
Fritz, bad.
Bad Fritz. Bad. Bad
It's like,
Fritz.
it's like, when was the last time I talked to you? Monday? No, not even Monday. What?
I'm shaking my head right now. Terrible, terrible.
Well, we haven't been dealing with Rozu and Fritz for a while, so let's switch with them. What are you two doing?
I'm making sure she stays in bed and heals up.
She guarantees you she will not be moving until she feels 100% better.
Okay, Fritz, we gotta get ready for the ogres to come.
Yep.
May have to take a quick nap. Maybe I can regain some of my spells before the battle.
Well, my abilities only will come back on a long rest, so.
Well, that's what I was talking about. I don't want to take a sleep, but
Well, as you guys are resting for all that drama, let's see here. Synth, what are you doing?
Looking for Rozu once I get back into camp.
Oh, you do find her eventually by knocking on a few doors and going to the correct house. They are, Fritz is in there, and they currently, just relaxing.
Hello.
Hey, you two. Rozu, I need help.
be quiet. She's sleeping.
I need help.
What's wrong with your arm?
Life changes.
How
can you
is a
heal it?
bite in an arm life-changing?
Puberty. Okay, so can you heal?
Yeah. One moment.
Also, you should both know that we apparently found some cannibal goblins scouting out the base that we are currently at.
I minorly forgot to do this, but can I get a history check from all of you, please?
Oh, okay.
All of you heard this.
History.
Forgot to turn that off. Sorry.
Open my character.
Moment, I have to double check. Okay, history is not one of them. Oh, that's not bad. 15.
What does Fritz know? Probably nothing. We'll give it a try.
Okay, so
I have the highest.
Okay, so all of you have basic knowledge of these creatures. Rozu, you do know that these creatures definitely did not, like all of you definitely know that these creatures definitely did not originate from this world. They were brought over here from the world of Yggdrasil. Somehow. You don't know how, but apparently they have been breeding like crazy.
Probably like the rest of the things we find here.
Rozu, you do know a little bit more information about what you're dealing with. You do know that Cannibal Goblins like to stay away from the fight and hidden until one of their allies die, and then they basically take advantage of that so that they can basically become much more strong.
So they keep an eyesight, but away from the fight.
Yes.
Okay.
They're not very bright creatures. They can't really tell the difference. Okay, it's a safe time to go now. As soon as something dies, they take advantage of it.
Okay.
Like they have no concept of like danger or like, oh, this is bad for my health or something like that. Oh, they are hungry creatures that consume.
Okay.
You do know that typically with Cannibal Goblin, you do know that you will have time for a long rest now, because with Cannibal Goblins, for them to actually be effective in battle, they need to attack at night.
Yeah, since they're cave goblins.
And on top of it, from what Synth just told you about them, what I'm assuming Synth told you about them.
Yeah, I'm telling you everything I know.
Wait, you killed the thing?
I didn't tell you that part.
Okay.
I just told you that we found one.
You do know that having corpses is incredibly dangerous. Like that much you know for certain. Like having any corpses around those little buggers is incredibly dangerous. Like they grow more powerful the more they eat. They
Kinda
are
like
endless
Fritz.
food monsters. Yeah. You do know that Rozu, with your history check, you know that they have an intense fear of one thing. They have an intense fear of slimes.
Oh, I'm actually their bane right now because I
They
eat
don't
them.
know that you're here.
I slowly turn to Fritz.
Fritz doesn't know this. You
That-
did not get a high
Oh, I
enough
know,
history for this.
but
Yeah.
as soon as he told me about them and it clicked in my head, I slowly turned to Fritz.
I see you looking at me. I'm like, what?
Please stay hungry for tonight.
Oh, okay.
Yes, you're going to be eating a whole lot.
Whole lot of what?
Goblins?
Okay. My character kind of you see my character visibly at it. Like I'm visibly wobbling at the thought of it.
It's you eat them or they eat them.
Ah. Okay.
Did you heal me?
Yeah, I already rolled the dice.
Yep, you actually you heal completely. Even like the bite it took out of your arm is completely like healed over. Like you see the magical light. Like you see as like weeks and weeks of healing happen within seconds.
All
Oh.
done.
Thank you, Rozu. All right, I'll see you later.
You do see, however, there is what looks to be an awesome scar of what looks to be like a shark teeth mark, but it's really goblin teeth, but it looks like a shark bit your arm.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna make sure that's covered up with my rope.
As you guys are dealing with this you out of the open window of this small house, you see a person float down from the sky and start talking to the lady, Miss Henry. It looks to be a sorry. You see a young, beautiful looking lady with very tan skin, long red hair, and what looks to be a maid outfit.
Yeah, that's all right.
Oh, great.
Y'all wanna talk to her? Should I have to?
I
And-
take one look and I'm like, oh dear lord, not this again.
You do see that she's having a fun time with Annie, and she's like joking around, laughing, and Henry is very nervous, but she seems comfortable around this individual.
You know what? I think they're fine by themselves.
Do I
You see them kidding around, and as they pass by the house, all of a sudden the woman in the maid outfit freezes, and you just see her intense yellow eyes just snap over to you guys.
slightly sweating?
Fritz waves.
Oh, hi! I saw you guys!
Stop.
Hello.
So, how's it been? You're new. Hi, Mr. Slime Boy.
Hello. My name's Fritz. Nice to meet you.
I'm Lupus Regina Beta. Nice to meet you.
That's a pretty name.
I'm part of the Pleiades, and
That's a-
I'm the
oh.
overseer of this particular little village to make sure that certain people don't die.
Yeah, you're not doing a very good job.
I take a
Oh, I
step
wasn't
away
trying
from
to
Rozu.
protect her. You can go
Yeah,
ahead and die for all I care.
but if this village, goes down, she's probably going to go down with it trying to protect it.
Not too sure about that.
You want to bet?
But anyway, it's a pleasure to see you again. Nice to see you. You all look very different. Regardless, the information? No? Okay, well, bye then. He just wanders off, skipping happily, continues talking to Henry.
Fritz just goes, she seems nice.
I guess she really does not care in my mind's eye.
Well, can I get actually another nature check, please?
Okay.
Is that only for Rozu?
That's all for all of you on it.
Okay.
19.
Ooh, very nice. Silence, very nice.
Oh,
Fritz
wow.
And Synth, holy shit. All of you instantly know her true nature. She may look like a beautiful young lady, but she is in fact a werewolf.
Ooh.
She seems nice.
No, she doesn't.
You do see that with her, you do see that there is another maid just lurking in the shadows. This maid looks significantly smaller, and the only people who can realize what she's is Rozu, Fritz, and Synth. You realize that this particular other is known as an impersioid.
A
It's
robot?
tough to pronounce. No, it's an impersioid. It's a type of insect that can mimic a human.
Ew. Ew.
As long as it eats a part of human, it can mimic a human face, voice, it can mimic legs, stuff like
Yikes.
that. It's a giant, and
Ew.
it's kind of a mix between a cockroach, a spider, and a centipede all mixed one.
Oh, I need some bug spray.
It reminds me
Ooh.
of. Who here has watched the movie Jeepers Creepers?
Yes.
Ugh.
Reminds me of that.
And you just hear Lupus go, "Come on, Intama!"
I love her outfit, but I hate what she looks like.
Underneath the mask.
Both.
Both.
Because I can probably see both with my eyes. Yeah, I
And
hate
as
it.
as they are walking, you see Lupus all of a sudden go, "Gate!" And you see a dark portal open, and all three go through.
All
It's 'cause
three.
You guys have a good one. As I wave at them
Yeah.
goodbye.
You only said two.
Yep. Oh, I said three because she was talking to Miss Henry Emmett.
Oh, she went through the border too?
Yes.
Fritz over here, you just goes, y'all guys have a good day. As I wave at him goodbye,
Wait, has anybody seen that undead guy? I mean, totally alive guy.
You
Differently
can't just
animated.
call people that.
Since he was not here, I will say you do see him. You do see him helping out the town. You see him helping build a house by helping them hold up logs and everything.
Oh, okay.
Hold the log in place and then they just nail it in.
Yep, basically.
Oh,
Aw.
good. Okay, he's not getting into trouble.
You see Frogu is busy brushing his hair while he's busy holding the log. Frogu is doing this against his will,
Okay. Alright, I'm going to bed.
and that's where we're going to end the session.